Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, October 6th, 2016, and this is your fun fact of the day. For Thursdays in this semester, we're going to be looking at famous explorers, people who pioneered one part of the map or another in various ways. There's a lot of different ways this can actually be interpreted, so we're going to look at some things who aren't just people like Christopher Columbus. We'll be looking at a lot of other people who get overlooked in favor of Columbus because he sailed the ocean blue. There's a lot of people who did what no one else had done before. For instance, today we're looking at Marco Polo, an Italian merchant and explorer. He was famous for introducing China and Eastern Asia in general, all the way to Western European culture. He was inspiration for future travelers, for people like Christopher Columbus, who wouldn't come for a couple hundred years after Marco Polo. We're pretty sure Marco Polo was born in Venice, Italy, around 1254 AD, so going on 800 years ago now. In 1271, his family decided to make a long, arduous journey across Asia. By land, this was the key thing. Land was a very slow way to travel, and knowing how far Asia was away by boat, you can imagine it took them much longer by land. Far longer. They traveled around 15,000 miles, passing through modern-day China, Japan, and India. Marco Polo documents all these experiences and adventures in several books. Imaginably, 15,000 miles would take a little bit more than one book. Published around 1300, this travel log, entitled Il Milione, in Italian just means the million, back then an extremely huge number. It was divided into 4 different volumes. Considered part of the vernacular didactic literature, and not so much of as a biography. This wasn't just Marco Polo writing about how he felt every day or what things had happened, but more like a traveler's guide to what he found and where, and how it went. It describes Marco Polo's travels between 1276 and 1291, so 15 years of traveling, inside 4 parts of the volume. This even includes his memorable experiences in Kublai Khan's court, descendant of the conquering Genghis Khan. They actually had some pretty decent interactions for some years, I think. So Marco Polo was the first guy who actually just went all the way from Europe proper all the way into Asia proper to just explore, see how it went, to find out how the cultures went, how the roads worked, and how the traveling was best done. He's a guy who doesn't get enough credit for his work. 15,000 miles by land. They might have had a wagon. Maybe. This was probably done mostly on horse and camel. So this is all by foot. It takes a while. It takes a long while. It's a lifetime journey. Hope you've enjoyed this fun fact of the day. See you tomorrow.